Hey, it's River again. Like I said, this is gonna be a little series where I just kind of talk about how my major illnesses are manifesting in my life. So in this video, I'm gonna be speaking about BPD. Not otherwise, it is known as borderline personality disorder. That's just the acronym people use to describe it. I've been diagnosed with BPD since 2018, so about 8 years. Math, 6 years. Yeah, I'm just gonna start speaking towards it. I think, I'm not gonna introduce the channel because hopefully you've seen the other videos in the series, but if you haven't, just a quick recap. This is a channel dedicated towards myself and the system documenting the early stages of us figuring out if we have dissociative identity disorder or not. I'm gonna leave it at that. Back to BPD. So the main symptoms with BPD that really fuck my shit up are like rejection sensitivity, suicide idealization, impulsivity, lack of identity. Those are off the top of my head. Those are the four. Obviously I fit the criteria, so I have the either 6 or 9 you're supposed to, but those are the four that never leave. That's built into my personality. They're never not affecting my day-to-day life. So I'm gonna go through. Let's go with lack of identity. So with lack of identity, I've never been able to describe myself. I've never been able to feel like I am a person with my own personhood that's separate from the whole DID thing. I'm gonna try not to touch on that too much here. But with the BPD stuff, it's never knowing what my gender identity is, never knowing what I want to take in school. I thought of taking about physics, I thought of taking social work, I thought of taking psychology, I thought of taking lawyers, psycholinguistics, so many things I've wanted to take, and I just kind of landed on social work because it opened the most doors and it allowed me to do the most things. And also with psychology, it was too much of a quantitative type of science method. I like more of the qualitative, I believe, so it just made more sense. But even with that, I don't even, I could change my major next year for all I know. So it's never knowing, really having a clear 10-year, 5-year goal plan, because I don't know what's my values and my morals. Oh my god, I feel I don't even have those. I don't even know what those are. I know the basics, yeah, I want to be nice, I want to be a good person, but there's so many things where it's I feel if someone was name your top I don't even know what I think is ethically sound or valid, or that should be the poster of every life form on earth. Sometimes I think I'm a Buddhist and every life matters, but then at the same time I'm I want this chicken, so it's contradictory. And then I feel because I'm constantly conflicting on what I think is true, it's all these things are, I never know how to describe myself. I would say I'd be a vegan, and I don't even really like the way meat tastes, and I truly think it's unethical how we treat animals in the meat industry. But I don't feel emotionally connected to it, and I think that's because of the dissociation. But I don't know where I land. I don't know which one aligns more with my morals. It's do I just eat halal chicken or meat products, or local farm products where I know they're not just transport. I just when I was driving home on the highway, I saw cages, these chickens in these little small cages on the highway, and it broke my heart. But it's at the same time, I won't do anything about it, and I won't do anything about it because I have a hard time really aligning myself to one belief system. And because I can't do that, it's hard for me to change my behavior, because I can't look back on something and be this is how I feel about that particular thing. So I think that does a good job of talking about the lack of identity. Also with the suicidalization, oh my god, I have attempted more times than I can count and one in particular has been like actually like really serious. And if I'm not attempting, like, but there was a phase where I would, at least when I would know when I was at the point that I wanted to attempt, so I would go to the hospital. But like there's like a 3-year window there where I was like attempting first and then like calling an ambulance, not because I wanted to get saved, but because I just didn't want to die in a parking lot or in my apartment by myself and have my mom find me or something. Like I wanted to like die with dignity type of thing. So I would call the ambulance to come pick me up with the intention of dying at the hospital. Sorry, I guess hopefully that's not too bad to say. But yeah, sorry, I just really thinking about what I just said. That was pretty intense. So I apologize. But yeah, so like suicidalization is just super like prevalent in my life. I'm gonna move on because I don't want to continue to trigger people. What's it? Lack of identity, suicide, impulsivity. Oh my god. The biggest issue that I'm really struggling with right now is my financial security and like spending. Like I don't have like, I don't know if it's like the like cerebral cortex or like the executive functioning to like understand that I shouldn't spend my money, but whatever that is just non-existent. Like I will spend money, and I know I just talked about in the last video how like I'm trying to like not do that, but like I don't even, if it wasn't for the fact that like people in my life like bail me out when like important bills are due, like I'm already in the gutter financially, but I would be like ruined. And I'm very privileged for that, and I know I am, but like I'm just being transparent. Like it's super irresponsible how much I spend, and like to the point that I don't know if other like provinces or like other people in the world have this, but in Ontario it's called like a public guardian trustee, and like I've been like pushing for my psychiatrist to let me have one, but he keeps saying that like, or not just my psychiatrist, but like workers in general, but like they say that like I'm like financially sound and like I financially like basically like I have the capability to manage money. I just don't, and there's a difference between being incapable and being irresponsible type of thing. So, but like honestly, if someone could just take my money and make sure my bills are paid, and I live off like $50 a week, like I would do that. But and I'm trying to work something out like that. But yeah, money and like impulsivity with spending, super bad. Going back to like the attempts, impulsivity and attempting, super bad. I could have an amazing day, and then a draft will just come over me, and like that next thing I know, I'm attempting. Like I have no ability to look back on my life, even like the last 2 days, and be like, oh no, those were good days. But like if 5 minutes is bad and I got what I need to like do something harmful to myself, that impulsivity is gonna like make me do something. So that's another one that's super fucked up. Not fucked up, that sounds bad, but something I'm really struggling with. Sensitivity, rejection sensitivity. That's something I really struggle with. It's not like a symptom criteria, but it's something that people with BPD struggle with. I have like really good friends in my life, like really, really good friends in my life. And if I call more than one of them, God forbid even two, and they both are like, oh, sorry, man, like I'm going on a date, or sorry, man, like I have work, or sorry, man, like it's my mom's birthday, I will like, that will make me, I keep going back to do that thing, but that will make me do that thing. Like that would make me want to not wake up tomorrow. And I know that's like so crazy, and like not that I'm like being selfish or anything, but like it's honestly like being told that like they can't hang out with me. I personalize that so much, and like cognitively, whatever that word is, I understand that like it's not personal, but like in that moment, it is so personal to me, and I just cannot break that thing making pattern where it's like friends don't want to hang out with me. That means I'm not, it's not even like the thoughts I have, but like a kind of to express it. This is kind of like the thought process I would have, but it's not. But this is like the feeling. These are words for the feelings I'm having. That's what I mean. But it'd be like, nobody loves me, nobody cares about me, I'm unlovable, nobody wants me, I'm never gonna have any good, meaningful relationships in my life. I should just end it now. Like just like that, like intense sadness, rejection, hopelessness, despair, loneliness, isolation. Like those are the feelings I will have just because two people or more, but like I have like, say I have like, I don't never really counted them, but say I have like 7 like really fucking good friends. If like after 2 no's, and this is like impulsive plans, like this is like spontaneous plans. It's not like something we've had plans and they bailed on me or something. It's like, oh, I got off work 2 hours early, let me see if one of my buddies wants to hang out. If they're both busy, holy shit, that's like actually dangerous for me. So yeah, it's like another thing. What was another thing I mentioned? Rejection, sensitivity, lack of identity, suicide, idolization. Of course, with that is self-harm. I'm not going to go into that in any kind of sense of the word in this video because I've already talked about enough triggering things. I think those are like the main ones in this video. It's like 11 minutes, so I think I did a good job kind of talking about it. Well, I wasn't supposed to show you that label, but I think I already kind of slipped what city I fucking live in. Good job, River. But yeah, for safety, I would say BPD is the most dangerous one that I have. And like I'm pretty, like one of the things that my doctor and like other people have told me is I present really well. So meaning, if you look at me and you look at my capabilities and you look at how I even talk about my struggles, you have no idea how severe it is because I don't look that way, I don't present it that way. So it takes someone who knows me and it takes someone who has a skillful eye for how illnesses can manifest on all types of people to understand like the severity of my illness a lot of the times. But yeah, I just wanted to like get that out there because I think sometimes people like see me or they hear that I have like a full-time job or like 2 jobs even, and like go to school and then like live financially independent for the most part. I feel like I'm trying to sound like I'm bragging. I'm not. I'm sure like people will like see all the things I have going for me and like not believe that I like will end my life, or not believe that I'm struggling, or not believe that like I'm unhappy. So yeah, I just wanted to like kind of put that context in there. So thanks. I'm gonna film the one for depression next. I think I might do depression and psychosis all in one, and maybe even talk about OCD. So that's gonna be the next one I just talk about.